they running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the grind, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get a ducking. Spray the scene with the Draco, nobody make a move.
All right, all right, all right, all right. How everybody doing today?
Hey, 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 just fine. The vibe is golden.
As good as
All,
God intended, so I'm feeling blessed.
all, all day, every day. We had Nina Boss online, but her picture went
I'm here.
black.
I'm just not seeing a boat right now, but I'm here for
Okay.
live. For
All right.
I'm
All right. Well, we got our online. What's up, Nina Boss? How y'all feeling today?
feeling good. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Yeah,
Feeling
I
yeah,
want.
great.
no complaints.
Hey, welcome to Village Vibes. This is our first pilot episode, so we about to get, well, I guess, kind of introduce ourselves to the people who are watching and wondering what the is Village Global Network for real. You know what I'm saying? So before we get started, I want to break the ice, right? So starting with the Queens first, gold and bronze, then Nina Boss, and then the King, the Block. Um, explain yourself in 3 words.
Energetic, focused, and always upbeat with a golden vibe. That's my little tagline.
All day. I like it. I like it.
I like
Okay,
that. I
okay.
like that, Golden Brown.
Yay.
Nina Boss.
Well, I would have to say I am a positive person. I'm always like happy. Want to give good energy. I'm a go getter, and I am a person who loves to see people happy, help people win. So I know that was more than 3 words, but that was 3 things. So take it as that. Okay.
Hey,
Which is
I
awesome.
Thank you.
I understood for sure.
Ah, that's nice.
Nice. The Block. What about you, man?
If I were to use 3 words other than the lead-in, I'd say passionate, productive producer, and not just
Nice.
music producer. I mean, like producer of energies and things of that nature as well,
Okay.
on the
All
positive front.
right.
Mhm.
Nice. Nice. I guess I gotta answer the question too.
Hmm.
Huh?
Yes.
And I'm gonna throw some. I'm gonna say determined, passionate, and anxious. I'm gonna say them three
Okay.
words. So, because I'm very, very anxious
Did you
to get
say
this.
anxious?
Anxious.
Okay.
That
Right?
genuine song. So anxious. You know what I'm talking about.
So big cool still.
No doubt, no doubt. Um,
Ain't
I
nothing wrong
just
with being anxious. That means you got something anticipating for something great to happen.
yes. Sometimes it you know, you need that anxiousness. Sometimes, not all the time, but it's needed. It's very much needed. So,
Mhm.
Nina Boss, starting with you, what got you on your creative path?
Well, I would have to say, I've been doing this a long time. I started off rapping when I was 18. So I've
Mm,
been in the entertainment business a long time. I'll be 50 this year. So just to give you a spectrum of what I've been doing, um,
That's
doing music. Music is always going to be my first love. I, that's my, I used to be a
Whoops, sorry about
rapper.
that.
I say used to be because people still want me to do stuff. And so as um, my career and all the things I've done, I got into radio. Got into radio 2018, and I kind of fell in love with it. Then the guy who I was doing it with, he had moved out of town, and so I was thinking, this is probably, let me see, I got back on 2022, probably like 21. I was like, dang, it would be nice to get back into radio. And so you got to be careful what you ask for. And a lot of times you manifest things, and I'm a great
Hmm.
manifester, so I manifested that. But it took me a struggle to get to that point. I had a few deaths in the family. I lost 6 family members in 60 days, went into a deep
Ooh,
depression. Um, and
yeesh.
Ooh,
then, yeah, y'all, it was really bad.
that's too
It was
bad.
crazy. And so, as I began to speak affirmations to myself, I began to pull myself from that. Then I started doing an affirmation show. And then a guy by the name of Mr. P or Dr. P, he just got his PhD, he came into my room and said, "You know what? The world needs to hear you. They need to hear your voice. You have, such positive and a presence." And so he created a show, and I've been his co-host. I do two segments. I do the BCN in update news, where I report the U.S. news to the global world, and then I do a second piece with him, Mr. P's Pearls of Spirituality, which is a higher self-development piece. He does a daily and then I complement that. And so that began my journey of doing the radio. Like wow, I'm back doing it. And then I got the opportunity when I signed with VGN to have my own radio show, which has been to me doing that. So I'm on the radio twice a week. And then I always wanted to get into movies. Also, I've been writing some movies. So I got a few that I'll be going into production probably later this year. And so I end up in two movies. One is a series that ended up winning Best New Series Drama Award. It's called Let Me
Nice.
Be. It's on Tubi. So I'm in episode 4. And then also
Mhm.
another movie's coming out on Tubi. It's called All About a Check 2. So if you guys haven't seen All About a Check 1, make sure you check it out. I got to do a shameless plug. I'm sorry. So make sure you check that out. And so recently, I just got casted for another series that I'll be doing. And actually, I'm one of the writers on there. I get to write my own character and rewriting. I'm just shout out to CMC family for that. And then shout out to Swift Motion Pictures for the two projects I am in right now. And then currently also, I'm working on my own TV show, Social Media News, Benina Boss, Real Life, Real News right now. It's a news show that
Nice.
I'm working on as well.
Mhm.
So I'm busy, but I love it. So that's where I'm at right now, y'all.
Nice. Nice.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Can I
You,
ask her a question real quick?
why, why not?
Well,
So,
Of
how did
course
you
you
get
can.
into
he put a
acting?
post up and say, "Hey, we looking for some extras." And because I have been following him along, I've been following Swift Motion Pictures for a while. And once again, like I manifest, I said, "Oh, I would love to do a movie with them," and it came true. And a great cast, a great
Mhm.
production crew, just really awesome to work with. And so once I did that, we developed a relationship. So future stuff we'll be doing stuff together. It gave me more of an insight of how it works, what's entailed of that. And I love it, the process. It's a long process, but I love it. So my ultimate goal is to produce my own movies as well.
Nice. Nice.
Awesome.
Popping out here.
Okay, y'all, I'll be
Popping.
right back in, y'all. I'll be right back.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Um, Golden Bronze, same question. What led you to your creative path? Oh, hold on. Can y'all hear me?
In this arena is not as extensive as hers or probably any of you guys, but I started my career as a nurse. And I've been a nurse, still am, for 40 years, believe it or not. And for 20
Congratulations.
years as a realtor, I had my own real estate business.
I love that.
And
Yes.
for 17 years, I've owned my own virtual assistant business. And for 20 years, my own mobile notary business. So my career path is more serial entrepreneurship. I became an owner of a nonprofit called Golden Swan Cadre in 2002. And that opened up doors for me to be able to be sitting here in this room with you all today. The nonprofit is a 501c3 domestic nonprofit that advocates against domestic violence towards women. But we also advocate for some really good things too, like mental health, issues, maternity health, general overall uh, care and health for women. And we help these women once they leave the domestic violence centers to start their single family head of household journeys. I've been on the Blocks podcast a couple of times, and I was on Same and Bunky, and that was the introduction for me to meet Kimmy K, she and Senior G kind of interviewed me extensively. We had a great first conversation, and I started doing radio. Every other Monday on the VGN radio app, I have a radio show, was every other Monday. Well, our ratings were pretty good, so we got promoted to every Saturday. So now we're on the radio every Saturday on the VGN on Culture Shock, which is the Blocks, I do believe, his radio show, and others as well. From
Nice.
that, I was offered by DuPont to be on TV. I had a podcast that turned into a TV show, and it is called Gab with Golden Bronze. We started off every other week doing that and got promoted to 5 times a week on the DuPont show. And that started me in this career path of um, TV and radio. So that's the extent of my creative side with this part of my life. I'm enjoying every bit of it. It's so much fun. I'm very focused and work very hard at it. I really enjoy it very much. And I'm glad to be able to work with all you smart, creative people as well.
Nice, nice. Right back to you. Right
Oh,
back to you.
much love
Boy,
in
y'all got some
return.
things going on, man. Y'all got it going on. What's going on, the block?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very busy. Mhm.
Hmm. I mean, I'm humbled by the resume so far. I'm sitting here thinking, what taglines can I add to mine? Well, being a part of the Village Global Network, I feel like I am doing something good out here. You know what I mean? What started me in this? My grandfather actually owned a club, and I've always been a part of entertainment since I was a kid. My first performance I did when I was 4 years old at my school. Joined the band when I was 8. Have been in a part of a musical production from then till now. I turned 40 last year, so I've clocked about 32 years of music production in because I went from playing band instruments to learning how to engineer and do productions. I did the rap. I still rap. Can't stop if I try. But I noticed there was more rappers than there were outlets for rap out here. So I decided that I would put the lyrical side on the back burner and start doing the production side and give people an outlet to produce their own or to air their own production. So I started the Terrell Effect. This afternoon we did episode 443, and that has been
Nice,
on every week for the last 443 weeks. I might have missed 2 weeks in the course of the last 8 years.
nice.
So yeah, that's where it started.
Congratulations
Then
on
that
that.
evolved into culture shock. Thank you very much. It's honestly, it keeps me regular. I got to make sure I do something involving the production every week or every day, and like preparing for this is one of those things that I do. That evolved into Culture Shock Radio with the inspiration of Senior G. He gave me some direction that I had to follow, and definitely it helped produce the Culture Shock Radio brand. And the mantra is, we're in the mix, come get your fix. We're on every Saturday, or we're on every day. Terrell Effect plays Saturdays at 8 a.m., and Candid Conversations, which is one of my other podcasts, plays at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. Besides Candid Conversations and the Terrell Effect, I work on another wrestling podcast called Me and the Boys Wrestling. I'm building two more podcasts, one called FAFO with Miss D and the Block, and another one called The Insanity Effect with Driving Under Insanity, who is an amazing producer and good friend. And the Me and the Boys Wrestling is on Mondays at 7 p.m. and I co-host that with James Owen Brown. So aside from last year's schedule of which included but isn't limited to two festivals, a three-city tour with Cash Money, and opening for Lloyd Banks. Yeah, I'm raising a 14-year-old who's turning 15 in a couple of weeks, and she is already 6'2". So
Dang,
yeah, life's happening over
Wow.
here.
no doubt, no doubt. Hey,
Oh, and I'm engaged to be married. Sorry, I didn't forget that, but she's sleeping. So yeah,
well, congratulations,
thank
Congratulations.
you,
congratulations,
thank you,
brother.
thank you.
Hey, we got the village in the house. I want to say shout out to Eddie
Yeah.
Jones, Village Global Network, Kimmy K, Singing G on that YouTube. We see y'all, man. We appreciate you. Real talk. Um, I, did you have any questions for him, Golden Bronze?
I have interviewed him and he's interviewed me a few times
Oh
and
yeah,
we're
okay.
very familiar. Um, I am going to try to, I think he got my message. I want to do a column in his magazine
Oh
and
yeah.
he's
Yes,
invited
ma'am.
me and my girls to Canada. We're going to try to make that. So, yeah, I'm familiar with David.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. Got a good got a good thing established. Oh yeah, that's August, by the way. That's coming up in August. The Afro Caribbean Festival.
Yes, I
It's
got to
already
say
February.
that. Yeah.
No doubt. All right.
So tell us about you, sir.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask
Yes.
y'all. I'm not. I want y'all to ask me questions. I don't want to go off my questions. What y'all want to know about Tweezy the
All
Don?
right.
Well,
Well, let me jump into this. Let me, if you don't mind, I'd love to ask a few questions. One thing I gotta know about Pleasing the Don is what is the driving passion behind your production? I see that you are everywhere online. You have a lot of content. So what is it that gets you going, like, get your engine going to be that phenomenal force online?
Oh man, that's a good question. Because you know what, I really do not like social media like that. But I digress. I have to like it because I'm on that mug. But
Hmm.
I said to say it in a not so difficult term because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just life in
Hmm.
general. You know what I'm saying? Goals, things of that nature. But the overall thing is being part of VGN and like meeting people like MJ. It lets me know that my dreams can come true. So why not get up? Why not do everything you can do to make it happen? You know what I'm saying? So that
Okay.
that's my force now. Before it was just it's always been in me. I always, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna try to do it to the best of my ability and some because you always need that extra effort. You don't know when, you don't know who watching. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta,
Hmm.
regardless of what anybody think, who cares? You better promote. You know what I'm saying? You better market. You better get your
yeah.
stuff out there. So that's my drive.
So
All right.
let me ask a question because I don't know the extent of your creativeness. So if you would kind of answer the same first question that you asked us, that will help me learn a lot about you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And that was a great question, the block. So my my creativeness, it began when I was like for real, when I was like a little kid because I used to always my idol was Eddie Murphy. I wanted to be a comedian and actor when I was young, like young. So with that being said, I was kind of very imaginative. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make people laugh, things of that nature. But once I got like a teenager, it went toward more music. I'm still doing acting, but it was toward music. I was in an R&B group, you know what I'm saying? So I started off doing that. Then it changed into actually rapping, and then it turned to promotion. And that's where I'm at now. Promotion, podcast, all of that came at the same time. I've been doing that for going on this year was 8 years. So next year 9 years. Um, so as
Okay.
far as the artist stuff, I'm still doing that, but I'm more focused on helping other creatives. So let me explain this. Everything I've done for myself to get, just like when you see it's all of that out there, I want to do that for other people that appreciative of it and going to do something with it.
Hmm.
Because you know what I'm saying? We
Yes.
can all get views, you know what I'm saying, if we really want them, you know what I'm saying? But what 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 do those views count for? You know what I'm saying? Like what are they counting
Right.
for? So that's
Hmm.
that's where I'm at. That's what I want to. As far as Village Global Network, that's why I believe that I'm the chief marketing officer, because I'm going to push Village Global Network. I told them a long time ago, I could easily uh, come do what I'm doing over here and put it into Village Global Network. So that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I love the
So you're
ideas.
putting purpose behind your passion,
There you go. There you go.
putting the purpose behind your passion. That's kind of what I do too. I have a purpose for why I do what I do, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
for me at all. It's primarily so I can help other people, and
Mm-hmm.
it propels me to perfection.
Yeah.
I strive for that, and I have to
Mm-hmm.
remind myself I'm not perfect, but because that's my litmus, I push myself to be the best version of a villager, the best version of an entrepreneur, a nurse, a realtor, a virtual assistant, a TV personality, a radio personality. And the people that work with me are always telling me to push back. You push it too hard. But that's just the drive that I have in me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hey, I heard everything you saying, and that's what it's all about. Um, I appreciate that type of energy. You know, give it to me. I need it. So, um, y'all got any more questions? Cause I got a few more over here. And what we at on time?
Well,
Oh
shoot
yeah, we
them.
doing good. We doing good. Um, I know y'all kind
All
of
right.
spoke on the projects y'all doing. What are your main projects that you are focused on? Uh, some that has to do with VGN, and if you have any outside of VGN, talk about those.
All right, I'll go first. So mine are kind of collaborative. My
Okay.
main focus is my nonprofit because I am a survivor and a thriver of domestic violence. I had a very hard time. I pulled myself up by the bootstraps and I forged forward, but it was hard. And because it was
Mm-hmm.
so hard, it motivated me to try to make that journey a little easier for women that come behind me. My TV show and podcast talks about it's information, it's random topics, mostly informational, educational, motivational, medical, anything that can help people in general, men and women, but we focus on women to become the best versions of themselves. Every now and then we'll have entertainment and other entrepreneurs and authors and things like that, but it started off to be women in those career paths that were once victims of domestic violence. And the objective was to show women that are current victims that they can come from that sort of lifestyle and be prosperous. You don't have to settle for being abused in any kind of way, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, financial. We have done it. So look at us. We've done
Mm-hmm.
it. Listen to us. We will help you find your way out. And I did a video called "Find Your Way Out."
Mm,
I played that on some of my. I made it into an infomercial kind of thing on my TV show, and I made it like when we take a commercial on TV, people when they come back, they see this commercial I did called "Finding Your Way Out," and that's possible for every single person that is inflicted by domestic abuse to do, whether it's a man or a woman. And we
mm,
do not negate that men experience as well. My domestic violence nonprofit happens to focus on women because the statistical data is higher
mm.
of women that endure it, and many of us die as a result of it. So I focus on women, having traveled that journey myself. So mine, they they mesh together. My creativeness, along with my entrepreneur mindset, comes together into one entity, and that is Golden Swan Cadre in the TV show.
Nice, nice, nice. I appreciate your resilience, man, because
Thank
yeah, no
I
doubt.
appreciate the people that gave me this platform, like Kimmy K, Senior G. I'll dance at
Yeah,
both of them's wedding. They opened the door for me to be able to do this. So globally, we can be heard and seen.
nice.
Hmm.
And you know this, man. What
For real, for real.
what about you, the block? I definitely want to hear more about the magazine because I will be sending you some submissions real soon.
All right, sounds good. The submissions can be sent to exposethenorth@gmail.com with culture shock in the subject. However, what the, oh my goodness, it was for me, it's bringing the community together so we can be heard as one.
Mm,
That's one of my goals, and that's one of the things I love about the Village Global Network. We're a community, we're a village in the truest form. The way I plan on doing that is using different streams of media to educate and entertain individuals in ways they can improve themselves or, just live life better. I'm not a life coach, but I have lived enough life to understand how to improve it. I've gone so far as rehabilitating a squirrel. We'll talk about that later. Um,
wow, a
the
squirrel whisperer.
yes, yes. Yes, I had help with that. I have my own version of Snow White here. We could talk about that in a minute too. But basically, I'll take like the wrestling podcast, which is me and the boys wrestling, and I'll find some of the people who are in that industry of or interested in that industry, and then we'll incorporate their character into the cast, and their character will take on somebody else while we promote them in the lines of what they're doing. So I have Me and the Boys Wrestling that was created by James Owen Brown, the POE. Then
Nice.
there's the Terrell Effect, which is the music podcast. I have Candid Conversations, which is basically an interview type podcast where we sit down and we just discuss the goings on. These can both be found on the Village Global Network. Um, then we're working on another one across the seas. In the UK, we have a podcast developing called The Insanity Effect, which is co-hosted by Driving Under Insanity. He's a phenomenal producer. Like I said earlier, if you were to type in his moniker, you'd find about 17 pages on Google, and it's probably like 18, 19 by now because of all his productions he's been doing. And then there is another one that I'm really excited to work on called FAFO with Miss D and yours truly, the block. And that one is the one it's gonna break the barriers of information because there's a lot of information out there, but some of it's just there to distract you from what's actually going on. So we're gonna get past the distractions and get right down to the facts and the brass tacks. So yeah, just bringing information to light that needs to be heard is the goal. And Village Global Network and its global reach of over 193 countries is making that possible. So anything I can do to further that brand is definitely on the agenda. Promoting that regularly and just being the best version of myself like I can be. And that's one of the things that I like about this and what Golden Bronze was saying. It's like inspiring people to be their best self is improving life one person at a time.
Mm, yeah, dope,
Yeah.
dope, dope, dope,
Hmm.
dope, dope. I'm over here just looking at these comments, Kimmy K, uh, on here. Hey, I see Jacob Anderson on here. What's up, King Jacob? How you feeling, bro?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I
King
wanna.
King Jacob will be appearing live on Candid Conversations this Wednesday, February 5th at 6 p.m. So tune in.
All
All
day.
right.
Village Global Network, man. I just want to send a shout out because
We
I
make the
know
network.
Eddie Jones can't get in, but I know he launching his radio show, 168 Radio. So shout out to him and start sending submissions to Eddie Jones. I don't know his info. If he put it in the in the messenger, we'll shout it out. You know what I'm saying? So they know where to go. We don't leave no villages out. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is for, pushing out the
No.
information all day, every day.
Right.
Um, I was gonna ask something, man. So we at 5:40, and I know we're gonna be getting juicy. So I wanted to give it a vote. You know, do we want to keep it? Well, I do gotta ask one more question before we give them something where we're not talking about strictly VGN. Um, for
Okay.
Okay.
for for both of y'all, I'm gonna start with gold and bronze. What do you see yourself with VGN in 3 years?
On a billboard somewhere. Uh, at function at functions globally.
Nice.
I'm gonna put it out in the atmosphere. I'm gonna claim it, right?
Yes, yes.
Everybody in VGN is going to be a household name. That's where I see myself at in 3 years with VGN.
Hey, 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 hey.
I
I'm,
like
I'm,
that. I like
I'm,
that.
I'm gonna tell you this. Um, I asked myself this 2 years ago. You know, and 2 years. I ain't got to the third year, so but my 2 years is looking pretty good. It look like it's online. It's
Hmm.
Yes.
online. So,
When I
uh,
say all the time that my vibe is golden, that is an affirmation I put into the atmosphere. If I touch it, it's going to turn to gold. So I just strive for that.
hmm no doubt. The blockchain
That's why I
solution.
started. That's why Well,
No,
I
go ahead.
started affirming my days by saying I'm as good as God intended because, no matter what you have planned, there's a higher plan for you. So I'm here today by his grace. I appreciate his glory. I mean, I gotta give thanks to, the people that put this in motion, the CUG and Kimmy K, yourself for pushing the brand, Golden Swan for being here. Golden Bronze for being here, sir. Everybody that's listening, watching in the background, and just supporting the energy and the movement. I see. I'm going to piggyback off of Golden Bronze. I do see um, global events happening for us. I see us taking turns going to each person's events, going to I mean, I have an annual event called the Celebration of Celebrations. I would love to host as many of you that would come down. It's done on New Year's Eve. This year is going to be the fifth annual, and it's February now, but it was just the New Year. So, we're going to talk about a little bit over the course of time, and that's where people from all over the world submit content and appear live, and we just put on a good show and have a party like atmosphere.
Yes.
So I see something like that happening on a fuller scale where it rivals Ryan Seacrest's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
yeah.
All right. Hey, don't
All
tempt me
right.
with a good
Yeah.
time, man. Don't you tempt me with a good time. I gotta get a
That's,
passport though.
that's how we
So
got over here at Explosive Noise.
maybe I'll change from August to December, my plans.
Hey, maybe we'll get the investors to make both possible.
Oh,
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Um,
this is what you call collaboration. This is what we all plan to do within the village is collaborate. That's the intent, the goal, the energy, the vibe, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
yes, yes. You not lying.
Definitely.
Uh, and another because we are recruiting too. You know what I'm saying? The block starting with you.
Yes, sir.
What would you suggest to incoming new villagers when they come in? What would you want them to know, or what type of advice would you give
Oh man. Okay, here's the thing for me. This has been my biggest quandary over the 2 decades I've been farming and working and managing talent. I consider myself to be the Nick Fury of Niagara region because I see a lot of these ultimate Avengers out here. They just need that extra little bit of training to get them over the top. But I want your character to match your skill. Look. You can be as good as gold, right? But
them?
if you know that you're tarnished, you got to be at least able to own that, right?
Mm,
Like I'm a nice guy, but I have a bad attitude. I own that. I
oh,
don't I don't take it out on people, but I know that there's certain situations that will provoke me and I try to avoid them.
nothing
There's
wrong with
some
that.
people that are so good at what there's some people that are so good at what they do that they forget they have to be nice to people to be respected.
Mm,
And sometimes and that gets me because like I can't work with someone like that because I'll check them and then their ego will be offended and then their ego gets offended and then it's a conflict.
yeah,
So just make sure your skill matches your character, right? And to suggestion.
yeah,
Always be open minded to suggestion. You don't have to take it as gospel, but at least take it into consideration.
no doubt, no doubt. I like that. I concur. Gold and bronze. What you got for 'em?
Hmm.
I would say to have integrity. If you say that you are going to do something to help another villager, follow through with that. I've had people to drop the ball on me and I'm left scuffling and I'm always resilient. I figure it out. I teach myself how to do stuff. So I would expect for people to take the initiative to learn. Don't expect for somebody to hand feed you. Learn how to do things on your own. There's something called YouTube University. You can learn how to do anything you want to learn how to do on YouTube University. Don't expect for people to just carry you along. Don't be a tag along. Put forth
Hmm.
as much energy into whatever it is that you want somebody else to put in it for you. So you have to come to the table with something. You just can't be a freeloader. And with me, I'm the opposite from the block. I am kind of passive and I have to show that alter ego to get people to take me serious. So I will cancel. You cancel. I need this. You learn that you can push me so far, and then it's later for you, Freddie.
Look,
No turning back. So
I, I,
I would be so rude, but I'll disconnect myself.
the
You
last
know,
time the last time I was
but
pushing,
I
I
move
did.
forward. It never stops me. I keep moving forward, and I leave them behind me, and I just keep moving forward.
Preach, preach. The last time I was pushed and didn't push back was birth, though. So,
You said, bro.
sometimes I appreciate. I wish I like honestly. When I hear Golden Broads, I hear like the nicest melodious tones in their voice and everything. And I wish I could be, but like I can't. I can't be less, not even less than. Like I can't do that. I try the whole be nice and the friendly tone, and it's like, oh, that's not your character. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean character? That's who I am. I'm a nice person. I like to be nice. That's why I tell people I'm an asshole. Because if I tell them, pardon the language, if I tell them I'm not a nice person, they'll go out of their way to prove that I am. But if I tell them I
Mm,
am a nice person,
But then
man.
the flip to that is people will take advantage of you and push you and run over you, walk over you, and all of that. And then you have to stand
yep,
up. Like I'm a small stature person, but I stand up and say, hey, I'm not doing
you got
this.
big energy though. You
You
got
know?
big energy though. I would never in interview you consider you to be a small person. So like whatever you're doing, it transfers, it translates. Like you got that big energy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank
You're
you.
more than welcome.
I told we was in that chair. I heard all the big energy. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Um, what we at? We at
So Tweezy, what
5:14.
is
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What is your goal for this podcast? I want to know because I'm all the way in. If this is the time that we're going to be doing it, and you know what I mean, are you going to have a rotating staff or whatever is going on? You let me know, and wherever I can participate or contribute, I will do so.
Okay. No doubt. No doubt. I'm letting this be our baby. So um I'm trying to. I know, we do podcasts, so we all know how to do podcasts. It's just about um, the structure. I do want us to have like advertisements of the creatives, stuff that they do, or flyers. I want to put like, while we talking, go to a break, play some promo of our villagers, our creative stuff, things of that nature, and always keeping our supporters and everybody up to date on what we doing. We doing a lot of good stuff. So we mainly,
Sir.
I think, I think this. I ain't saying all of us do it, but we mainly kind of do it separately instead of collectively, and that's just us not really working with each other. You know what I'm saying? So we need to start.
Hmm.
I believe we need to start working more with each other. And it's no like we did it on the first because somebody suggested the first. So I'm like, oh well, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I didn't know the first was this close. I was just, just like, okay, he said he can do it the first. Let's do the first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like wherever we
Yep.
want this to be, we can do it. But my goal is to make it an informational, good vibe where people want to come and hear us talk, but at the same time, we giving them updates on what the village about. I mean, and that's where we can start at. And whoever else want to put some things in
That's
there,
what's
he
up.
wrote or
Yeah, that
whatever.
sounds really good.
No, go ahead, y'all.
That sounds really good because my show is just that. That we provide people with a whole lot of information, financial,
Mm,
all kind of stuff, motivational, marriage, relationship, abuse, entertainment, spiritual. And I would love to come on here and share some of that with people from time to time, but I'm not going to just hog it. I'll just wait till you
mhm.
invite me, and then we'll come on and talk about some of the stuff that we do on our regular show. Give people a
Well, yeah.
little preview of what Gab with Golden Bronze is about, and then maybe if you have people that sing or like Nina is a rapper or whatever, she can come on and show her skill set, what she has to offer globally to everybody.
Man,
Hmm.
I love it. I
That's a way
Give
love
to
me a
it.
get people
rotation.
to tap in. That's a way to get people to tap into VGN, VGN app, VGN TV, and VGN in everything so they can see what we actually do.
Real talk.
Yeah, download the VGN app, the Village Global Network. We make the network.
Yeah.
That's
We
right.
make it. What up, Nina Boss?
I finally made it, guys. It was a task, but I did it. I did
Can,
it.
can you get on? Can we?
Yeah,
You
I
want
like
to
what
be
you guys are
seen
saying.
now?
Huh?
There we go. I was making sure you could want it to be seen. That's all.
Oh,
Go
yes. I
ahead.
don't mind being seen. I just like what you
Yeah.
guys are saying. We do have to educate our audience, who we are. I'm glad that we did do the first show. I think it just
give us the momentum we need to keep doing this, rotating us through the shows or whoever wants to be on, just to learn more
Mhm.
about who we are, what we doing, what we have to offer, and
Yes.
catching this vibe. Because what? It's a village vibe, right? So
It's
Yeah.
don't
definitely
catch this
village
Exactly.
vibes.
vibe. All right, we got 7 minutes, but since we got Nina Boss in a place to be, um, tell us what are you expecting from BGN within 3 years, or where you see yourself with BGN in 3 years?
Well,
That'll
I
get
definitely
you in
see it
a
doing a lot of TV productions. I know we're moving a little bit more to that. Also focusing on just developing new shows. That's something I want to do. I can see us, you know, opening to different arenas that we haven't done before, right? So venturing off into
hmm
new things. I can see us getting to learn each other more. That's one of the goals I want to do. I want to make sure that we can. I just want to know what you guys are doing, what you about, Um,
hmm
the more time we spend, that's the time we bond together. That's the time that we make us stronger. Because like, if we're a village, then that means we are a family too. And so in the next
Yep.
3 years, I can see us taking trips together, doing the podcast from different locations. I can see us taking retreats. I can see us going out, like we said, starting a chapter in each state where we can do
Yeah.
nonprofit things and help out with the homeless and different things for our communities. I can see that being broadened and doing more things like that. So I see a lot of things, not just one thing. For me personally, growth, definitely growth,
hmm
and that's one of the major things I'm looking for. And then it's great to have the exposure and the platform as well. So, but yeah, those
Yeah.
are the things I'm looking forward to, and I can see us doing those things. We're already on a path to make that happen.
Nice. Nice. And we y'all got any questions
Mhm.
for her before I ask her another question?
Um,
No.
I do.
Go ahead.
How,
Go
how,
ahead.
how how you got so much energy so late in the day? Like, what's your no? But by this time of the like, I'm up at like 4 or 5, anywhere between 4 and 6 in the morning, and I'm just by this time of the day have enough gas in the tank for this. But like, as soon as I'm done, I promise you, there's a pillow with my name on it for at least a half an hour. So, what is what is the
What
trick to
got you out?
staying so vibrant through the course of a day?
You are is that for Nina or me or both?
That you know what, both of y'all.
Well, I'm like super hyperactive anyway. They call me the Energizer Bunny. So I just go and go and go until the battery runs down. And I don't know, I just have always been that way, very, very active. And I'm not the kind of person that can sit down and do nothing. I'm always
Mm.
productively doing something.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Nina, what about
Well,
you?
for me, I think this is really my natural state. I'm just an upbeat person. I like to
Okay.
laugh. I like to smile. I love to just give good energy. And that's probably just sound really, what you call that? I don't want to sound vain about it, but this is who I really am. I really am this person. What you see is what you get, you know. And so the energy just come naturally for me. I just like being who I am, the way I am. So I think that just make it
You
easy.
are what you are. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I can't be no one else, and I wouldn't want to.
That's lovely.
What
Okay,
about you?
okay.
No
What
doubt.
make so? What's your difference for your energy? Because you got good energy now, even though
I
it's
think he does have good
Oh,
energy.
yeah.
I tap into the energy. I'm like I give the energy I get, and I'm just glad you guys all have positive energy right now. I'm able to tune in with it and just keep up the vibe, and it's village vibes, and like it just kind of goes to show that when you're uplifting with your energy, you can carry anybody who's on that wave. You know what I mean? There's people who
hmm
will kind of sour their face towards people who are happy and try to drag them down, but the way the energies have come together, the way we've synergized, it's just been so awesome. And I look forward to this kind of thing. So, it's good. I really appreciate it.
And you know,
No
you're
doubt.
Like
exactly right. Synergy is important. I did a post the other day about synergy. That is very important that we
Yeah,
all have that same synergy.
mhm,
Yeah,
that's
yes,
right.
indeed.
Yeah. I
man.
mean, when you got people, like-minded people, and us being a village, and we can bounce off ideas and energy, I think that's
Mm,
an awesome thing. Not many can do that. And for it to come out just naturally, just us being who we are right now, it's natural. It's not forced. It doesn't feel awkward. It feels good. And I'm glad we did this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice, nice.
unscripted. Like,
Unscripted. You hear me? We do this here.
Unscripted.
God,
Unscripted.
all
All
right.
right, guys.
Well,
We had 2 minutes to 6, so I think we hit some pretty good um questions. We got some info out. This the
Mhm.
first one, so we'll go back
mhm,
to the drawing table and we'll figure out what the next episode and when the next episode gonna be. I'm gonna need
Mhm.
everybody help. I'm not just this is I'm not I'm looking for ideas, long as it makes sense. And I got a rule for y'all too that I go by, and it's just me. And y'all
Mhm.
can ask me to explain it too, because I will. But I think you will know what I'm saying when I say it. Don't To me, like what we at right now, we doing this. We already done did this.
Mhm.
So if you suggest something, it'll have to be something that you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's
Correct.
what
mhm,
we own now. Because you know what I'm saying? It makes it better because now if we can do it together, of course, but you're gonna have to take control of that idea. You know what I'm saying? Because if I take control of it,
mhm,
that's something different. But I'm not gonna take control of it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
Mhm.
let's we're more on that now because we winning. I straight peak. Thank God, man. We surrounded by some great people. I
Yes, we
appreciate
are.
that,
indeed.
man. Because
Yes, I do too.
In
I was
this,
in a little depression just like you was, Nina Boss, and it was because I was around some. It was, yeah.
The
But
wrong
anyway,
energy.
go ahead and say
Yeah,
what
the
you
Mhm,
were
wrong
mhm.
saying.
I was just gonna say the stratosphere is the limit, and the only person holding you back is yourself.
That's
Hey,
right.
Man,
let's do it.
real talk.
Do it.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Get
So,
it.
hey, let them know where they can find y'all at before we get up out of here, man.
All right, let
Jump
me
in
go
there.
first. Let me go
Go ahead.
first. Okay, you can find me on. I'm starting back my YouTube, Gabba Golden Bronze. Um, also, www.goldenswancadre.com. I'm on Facebook, Golden Bronze. Instagram is Golden Bronze, aka Karen Denise. And real estate is Golden Home Real Estate. Mobile Notary is DeVos Mobile Notary. If you notice, everything starts with golden because I told you my vibe is golden. I claimed that 20 years ago and I didn't let myself down. So just Google golden and I'll pop up and follow
Yeah.
me, patronize me, listen to our radio station every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the VGN Radio app, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on the VGN Radio app. TV's coming, and just follow everybody on Village Global Network. That's it for me. That's all I can think
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. That's enough.
Period.
There ain't nothing wrong. I know you got more information than I got on my stuff. I like it.
I like it.
Nina Ball.
That's right. All right, y'all. So listen, you could Google me, Nina Boss. I'm gonna pop up. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. To catch my radio show, you can catch it on VGN, the Global Network app. Okay, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in because we got a lot of creatives that's doing some beautiful things on our station. Also, if you miss the radio session, don't worry, I got you covered. Check me out on YouTube, and that's Nina Boss Talks Radio Show. You can check me out on there. Also, you guys, if you want to check out the two projects I'm in, the first one's called Let Me Be. It's a series on Tubi. Check that out. And also be looking out for All About a Check 2. I'm in that movie as well. Also be looking out for the TV show. I can't wait to do social media news with Nino Boss. Real life, real news right now. That's my tag, y'all. So you can
Yeah.
catch me on that. Let's see. I am on TikTok too. I'm gonna do more TikToks. I'm gonna do more content videos. It seems like and go live more. Just connect with me. You know, come on, follow me. Say hi to me. I follow back. That's work if you guys. So yeah, so just Google me. Also, I do have a podcast. You know, Boss Talks podcast. You can catch that on Spotify and iHeartRadio. It's an intimate where I do different topics like dating, after a woman leaves a abusive, a toxic relationship, what's next? Just different topics, you know, health awareness. So you can catch me on that. Also, you can catch me on Mondays. I'm on the kbitplay.com. That's My Marvelous Mondays. You can catch me from 11 to 1 o'clock Central Time. And yeah, I'll be talking about the BCCN news update and also Mr. P's Pearls of Spirituality. So yeah, your girl busy, but I love it. And stay tuned for the new series that's coming out. I'm super excited about that, y'all. I gotta tell y'all, I'm gonna pay a psycho woman that's a sniper.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
Oh, jeez.
I just had a nightmare
I
about
Okay.
feel
that
like
the other
crazy.
day.
Oh yeah, let me tell you. Listen, be looking out for that. That's coming out soon. So yeah, that's what I got, guys. That's what I'm doing.
Right. All right.
Wow.
Had of
Go
yours.
ahead. Yeah, let me watch
All
out.
right.
You in the DC area?
Oh man. All right. Well, you can find yours truly at sharetheshock.ca. If you scroll to the bottom of any page, you can see all of my social media links. It's at sharetheshock.ca. Homepage has a whole bunch of content from people. I gotta update it because it is where you find the latest from the soon to be greatest. It'll update your playlist and your status. If you check me out online, you can find me at youtube.com/expose the north 8741. That's youtube.com/ at EXPOSETHENORTH 8741. We're on Zeno.fm/ Culture Shock Radio. That's CULCHA Shock Radio. Oh man, the magazine can be found at magazine.sharetheshock.ca. It is where we put those who are unseen in the zine or unseen in the magazine for those who are unseen in the scene. Whoa.
I hear you.
That's a lot. Taglines. Expose the North. We go there and beyond. Culture Shock. We are the product. Culture Shock Radio. We're in the mix. Come get your fix. And remember, we are all a part of the VGN, which the Village Global Network. We make the network. I am the block. I always walk what I talk. Playing my part. Staying sharp, effervescent, because I got heart.
I know
And,
that's right.
I love it.
it
Tell them. You better tell them about
I
yourself.
know
Who
that's
you
right.
with?
is what it
Yeah,
is. It
do
is what it is. Please, let them know.
Hold on, let me get y'all back on here. Uh, hey, that was dope, man. Hey, we got to get you. We can't be having you up too late without getting you some coffee, man. I see you over there. It's all good. It's
Hey
all
man,
good.
I do what I gotta do for the product.
Hey, all day. Um,
Period.
well, before we get out of here, man, Village Vibes. You can catch us on soldierbyblood.com on Facebook, Soldier by Blood Television on YouTube, and it's soon coming to, this is a surprise for y'all, Village Vibes podcast page. So we got a,
Yes.
you know,
I
we got
got
a
Okay.
new page.
yes.
Go ahead. Okay, but we got because I'm getting a delay. That's why I'm kind of but it's coming soon. I'll be putting it in the messenger so we can start pushing it. I already got it made. I just have to talk to everybody and do all the stuff we got to do for it to make it work like we want it to work. So, hey,
Okay.
it's a movement. It's a movement, baby. So, hey, let's get
I
up
want to
out of here,
say
man.
thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it. Oh, there is a lag for me too. Thank you for having us, but I'm specifically saying for myself on your very first live. I appreciate it.
No doubt. And this for us, man. I appreciate y'all being on here. And this is something we are creating.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna be the lead on it to make it work like how we see. So that's my job. So if somebody want to take it over
Well,
and
I
handle
love.
it, hey, just talk to me. But right now, I feel pretty good about what we're doing. So I'm willing to. I want to do it.
You're doing a
I
good
love it.
job. You're doing great, kid. You're doing great.
A great job. I
Appreciate
think
it.
this was a great first show. Looking forward to many, many more and more
Mhm.
creatives as we just build this thing up, So this is a movement, and we got so much more to give you guys. And thank y'all and thank the audience for tuning in
Man.
with us. You understand? Taking this ride with us.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all the real MVP. You hear me? So thank you.
Real talk. All day, every day. Hey, shout out to the Village Global Network. Shout out to Kimmy K and
Yes,
Senior
family,
G.
the VGN family.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
we'll see y'all on the next one. Village Vibes, baby.
All right. Bye,
Bless up.
y'all.
They running, we gunning. From the bottom to the top, make something out of nothing. Up the ground, we hustling. We getting to the money, you better get a ducking. Spray the scene with the Draco. Nobody nigga move.